There's the Great Lady. This is June 1, 2014, aboard the Crystal Symphony, Ed and Connie Foster, arriving in New York City. Always wanted to do this, see the Great Lady. Devil's Gate, and here we are. In the skyline of New York. Proud lady. A little bit of a breeze blowing. It's a little bit after 5 o'clock in the morning.
Okay, sir.
Okay, that's the Great Lady. Here we are, just directly across from it, so we'll bring it in. Proud lady. Doing a little pan of having left the Great Lady. Got the morning sun on the buildings there. Now we're coming back to the ship. Now we're on the east side of the river, so most of the buildings are shadowed. That's the tower for the tunnel. See if we can pick up what that building says. It changes lights all the time. Left. A little breezy. That might be Ellis Island entry area there. I'm not sure. Colgate clock. Apartment buildings in the background. A mirror building in the front. Whatever it is. The advantage right now is we have the morning sun hitting the east side of the buildings, giving us good definition. Well, here we are in Istanbul on June 28th, the evening of, and we're looking across the Bosphorus from our hotel room, Tiran Palace Hotel. It's a Kempinski hotel, and we will look down at all of these goodies that are showing here. Then we'll focus in on a wedding that's going on down here. I don't know where the bride and groom are. They're probably in bed checking everything, make sure it works. Then part of the Kempinski is the old palace, which is also part of the hotel. It's a different concept, but charming, beautiful dining rooms, gorgeous staircases. We were at banquets here several years ago when we did a Silver Seas trip, where we went into Moscow and had a lecture and question and answer period from Gorbachev.
Nice.
Okay, let's go out, take a look at the Bosphorus. A lot of party boats go up and down this sucker. And of course private yachts. But the thing that we found out today that we did not know is that there is a helicopter that comes from the airport to the hotel. And if I'd have known that, we'd have been on that sucker. One of the bridges that goes across. Okay, that's it for tonight. Here we are in the port of Istanbul. And we're looking up on a schooner that we saw go down the Bosphorus. And we're going to go over here and look at this series of mosques. We'll bring them in tight. Lots of them all over. That could be the Blue Mosque right there. It looks like it. And we'll take a rather quick pan around. This is all the port area. That's the schooner again. This is a tower that we were in the last time we were here and did a tour around through the entire space. And I'm going to wide angle out. I'll get a shot of Connie here, sipping her champagne. We'll go over to the next table and say hello to Chris on the left and Mac on the right. They're both from Italy, living in London, and just got back from a trip up through California, up to Napa Valley, visiting friends. Okay. We've not even started our cruise yet, but we're on board ship. All right. Talk to you later. Here at the main library at Ephesus. There's a 3-story building at one time before the earthquakes. This shows a lot of activity, a lot of tourists. This is the entryway down to the amphitheater. Thursday, June 12th. This is the great amphitheater in Ephesus. Elton John's performed here, sang, a whole bunch of other people. Bring you in tighter. Spread it off. And they have a lot of stone on the side that's being sorted. And this is the walkway down to the harbor when there was a harbor here. Right now we are in Jerusalem. We just came out of the Holocaust Museum in Jerusalem. And I'm just taking a picture of the area surrounding the museum. I'll bring it in a little bit tighter so you can see more of what's down there. Okay, this is the Holocaust Museum, and I'm just showing the roof line here. Walkway and people going into the art museum.
Believe it or not, yes they did. Now, King Solomon, his son, was enlarging the city towards what we see the old city today, where the walls are, where the Golden Dome, and where the Golden Dome is. He built the first Jewish temple, which was then destroyed 500 years later by the Babylonians. And the Jews were sitting on the rivers of Babylon. Got it. And then lamenting on their destiny. And then they started to go back, and they built a second temple instead. But this was a very modest one. And when King Herod the Great, and we're talking about the Roman era, 1st century BC, he's coming here, he's being crowned by the Romans to become the king of Israel. He's building a tremendous palace where we see the Golden Dome now today. And this palace is this temple was the temple that was visited by Jesus Christ. And Jesus was standing in the entry of the gate, and there was this woman that is telling him, is giving a tenth. Everyone is supposed to give a tenth of their income to the priest, and she gives only 2 mites, which is the cheapest coin in those days. And everybody is telling to this woman, "Shame on you! How dare you give such a small amount of money?" And she's standing there and telling, "You have to be ashamed of yourself, because this lady is giving the last coin that she has. You are so wealthy."
We are now in the tomb of King David. We'll take a slow spin around here. This is an area where people can write their notes and leave them here. This is in the tomb of King David. We're on the men's side, and the women's side is over across that little wall right there. This is King David playing the harp. I guess he was more than a warrior. This is just outside the tomb of King David. King David on the left.
In the 7th century, 17th century, there is this group of Jewish people.
This is the largest synagogue in Old Jerusalem, in the Old City.
Immigrate here, Jewish pilgrims, settled down in the Old City. They bought a piece of land in the Old City, and they start to build synagogues. They want to build the biggest dome in the whole city that will be seen from all over the area. The Golden Dome, it's actually not a mosque, although it is functioning as a mosque. It is, to be believed by the Muslims, the place where God created the first rock.
The tower in between the dome and tower is the Church of the Ascension.
Behind it you see the Mount of University, and underneath the Golden Dome you see already from here the Wailing Wall. You see this bridge? This bridge is for those that are going to visit the mosque. You cannot really enter into the mosques today, but you can stand like a queue of hours.
We have Connie walking away, headed for the Western Wall. I'll be right there, Pat.
It starts from the wall in front of us. This was a bridge, okay? Look at it. This was a bridge that was going all the way from here. And people that went to the temple, the Jewish priests in the Roman times, they used to live on the upper city, and they went on this bridge and they went to the temple.
There was a platform here on which King David, Herod, watched Jesus pray, and he said, "I want the man dead."
As close as possible to, and you see the golden tip here of the Dome of the Rock. That was the place of the temple. So if they want to come to worship the temple, they would stay here and they would come. You see the block gate? It was blocked, the double gate, it was blocked by the Muslims only 500 years ago. And they put the cemetery in between. But it was like a highway going in and out in this direction. The Shushan gate. And Shushan is in Persia. And every gate used to...
This is in the Garden of Gethsemane, with people passing in front of the camera. Touring does not stop. We are inside the Church of Jesus of Agony, in agony. This is the mosaic that's on the front of the Jesus in Agony church. This is the entry to Stella Maris Monastery. Guess who? This is sort of a crypt under the upper altar. And I'm going to pan around easily. And take you to the back of the facility. And bring you back down.
Everything to look green, all the way from here to the port. Over there, the streets, we can see the German colonies. That's the same way we came over here too. As I mentioned to you, for example, you can look, if you look to your right, you're going to see the tall building, the apartment building on your right. You see it? Okay, it was, they never published it, but they started to build their one, to buy all those condominiums. They're trying. They have 91 condominiums over there. They bought already about, I think, something between 40 and 50. They never said it, but we all know they want to buy all the condominium and they want to destroy the building. And the reason they want to destroy it, because it's standing exactly in front of the most important building. It's called the International House of Justice.
This is still the city of Haifa. About the size of Pasadena.
Okay, what do you see? First of all, you can see the city how it's built, like it's come into the border. What we're going to do now, we entered from here, we're going to walk around, we're going to see as much as we can. Later on, we're going to meet the bus just on the other side of the city next to what's called the lighthouse. Just in case of whatever.
We're in the hall of the Knights of the Crusades. This is underneath the city. Just a light show here.
I spoke with you about. I'm waiting for the last one.
This has all been dug out. There's the city above all of this.
Oh, sorry.
That's all right, sir.
Okay, we had the door one campus. Again, I'd like to tell a story. You remember we entered the whole complex of the Empire Street when I came there, we saw the movie and the entrance to the whole complex was still about 10 years ago, right there. That was around there. They called it the strip that they called it around the lower part of the church. The entrance was that here.
June 19th, Patmos, Greece. Here we are on our balcony aboard the Insignia from the Oceania cruise line. And we're just loafing our way through the day. Charming little village. And we'll come down and look at the main street. A lot of cars parked here already. People getting ready to board their tours. And now you've had Patmos. Here we are in Patmos, looking up at the hilltop. I can't tell you what the name of this place is, but I probably will have it for you later. Okay? This is taken from the window in the smoking section of the Oceania Insignia. Bye for now. We're now on the starboard side of the ship. I guess it is. Port, sorry about that. Looking out from the lounge area, pool deck. This is still the island of Patmos. The beautiful waters. This is June 19. Well, we're in Piraeus, Greece, and I'll give you a little history right now. Looking at the sea cloud, Connie and I go back to the year 2000 in February, and we sailed on this, and it was a marvelous event. So I'm going to tighten up and give you a good run on her. There it is, sea cloud. And if you're ever at the house, why, you can see the scrapbook on her. Give you a good runner. Now south so you can get a good view of the whole ship here. It was a fun cruise, wonderful people. That was December, January, February. 3 months after I'd had my knee surgery, and it was fun climbing the ladders. Anyway, it was thrilling to see it pulled into port here this morning as we're getting ready to disembark. This is June 20, 2014, aboard the Oceania Insignia. We'll be going into Athens here shortly. We'll be staying at the Grand Britannia on Constitution Square. Bye-bye for now. Well, here we are at the roof garden of the Grand Britannia on June 20, having arrived in Athens earlier today. Now let's see if we can pick up the Acropolis here. Okay, this will be the view from our room as well. So we'll move on out again. Take in a little bit more of the city. This is political residence. Not a residence, the office. Excuse me. There's a guard on duty all the time. Changes every hour. Back to the Acropolis. Spend a couple of seconds here so I can get a good look at it. Bring it in just a little bit closer. Getting closer. All right. Later. Hello, Maria. This is Maria Canutos, the mother of Chris, our dear friend. And there's Connie sitting with her. We haven't seen this lady since Christopher got married. So this is a special event for us. And we're at the Grand Britannia Hotel on June 20. Night for now.
See, this is grasshopper.
Grasshopper.
Grasshopper in the end.
Okay.
Oh, okay.
It's a myth of Aesop about the grasshopper who all summer sings and doesn't work and he is lazy.
Okay.
But in winter, all summer, the ant works.
Okay. Now what's the name of this in Greek?
Tzitziki
And
Mermiki.
Mermidi. Okay. That's the only Greek I know. This is Taos and Maria. And this is being filmed for YouTube, which you will get, and Chris will also get.
Okay.
And when these people come around, I will show them how to do this so we can have all four of us on it. Okay. Sorry, I just cut your head off. Good to have you here, Taos. Hello, everybody. We're here. I recorded you everything. Well, thank you very much. Here we are at nighttime on June 20 in Athens from the Grand Britannia Hotel. We're going to look up at the Acropolis as lighted by night. Enjoy the view. And we'll look down at Constitution Square here. Pick up the nightlife on Friday. Back up to the government building. And here's not a very good night view of Connie waving her hand in front of her face.
Hi, David.
Waving her hand in front of her face.
Hi, David.
We're drinking again. Never been out of it.
Continue talking.
I want to say hi to all of us.
Hello, Oliver. Hello, Chris. Hello, Marie. Hello, everybody. And what is your name, sir?
It's Panos. Panos.
Hanzo?
Panos.
Panos. And we have Panos
Enjoy your drink.
as the videographer.
That's
I'm the director
director.
Okay?
of your video.
Now, can you back out and get all three of them? He's going to stand over here. This is a stadium, Olympic stadium that goes back into the 1800s, which I did not pick up before. And we're going to come back down here and we're going to get Connie. Hello, everybody. Then we got Irini Vascos. Is that right, Vascos? Vassos. Varsos. Correction, everybody. And here we are on the 8th floor again of the Grand Britannia, having dinner. And this is Oliver's Flame. And this is Ed Foster's Flame over here.
Hello, David. I see.
Well, here we are on the 21st of June, the longest day of the year, looking at the Acropolis. And we're having dinner with Irini Vorsos, significant other of Oliver Mount Roxby in London. And she condescended to join us. Anyway, I'm going to bring it in, let you have a better view of the lighting of the Acropolis. Very charming. Well, here we are at the Palais Forage in Fez, Morocco. This is just the patio outside the reception area. And we're going to go up and look at our room and zoom in on that. It's not a room, it's a living room. 2 bathrooms, closet, bedroom, quite charming, quite lovely. With beautiful oriental carpets. And there's Miss Connie roaming around with her back to the world. She's oblivious of everything that's going on. So might as well leave her alone. And the restaurant and bar are on the top floor. Also quite charming. A little bit different type of food for Connie, but she's surviving it. This is the entry to the lobby. Yes, I see it. This is the pool, the sunbathing area, private facility. We had a nice meal here last night, not at the pool, but in the restaurant. And Connie was trying to figure out what all the spices were, and I said, it's traditional Arab, just eat it. She said, oops. Okay, we're waiting for our driver and guide. Mustafa's the driver, Azid is the guide. And hopefully we'll get Azid to slow down his speech so we can understand more of what he's saying. Talk to you later. So would you tell me again what this palace is?
This is the royal palace owned by the king, and this is considered one of the oldest palaces compared to the other palaces around the country. And this is the main entrance of this royal palace, which it has mostly around 70 hectares. So you see this beautiful artwork. You can see this nice design of the mosaic, all the styles. I remember I told you the Fez is very known by the blue color. So you can see all the styles, more the combination of blue. As well, you can see the frame, the band of the green color. Look at the storks bird out top.
The top.
Look at the other stork over there.
Oh yeah. Oh, I can.
So anytime you see the stork, it means it's bring good luck for the family as well. So you remember I told you the green. Some people believe the green is a holy color for Islam, for Muslim people. Why? Because the favorite color of the Prophet Muhammad, peace upon him, he was green. So most of the local people around the Muslim countries, anytime they have some nice building or holy building, always they put the green roof on top of it.
We're at the old fort overlooking the city. The city is Fez. This is June 23. And we have Azid as our guide and Mustafa as our driver. Both of them are very good. Right now you're looking at our hotel from this elevation, which you saw the interior of the courtyard before. Okay, more later. Well, this is where we had lunch, but we could get nobody to join us.
Are you gone?
Yes, we're both done. Yes.
If you can wait just a minute, please.
He's taking a movie.
Just taking a shot of your house here. And Connie has a blouse on to match the pillows.
How's everything?
Take a look at the lamps. We're here in an 18th century Quran school. 14th century, excuse me. So what do I know? I'm just a passenger.
So most of the students when they came from Sub-Sahara, after learning the Quran, memorizing the whole book of the Quran, so they have to come here to pass test, and they came to study here. And what they study at that time, they don't study Quran, but they study the knowledge of the Quran. And they study about the science of the Quran, the astrology, and they studied the science of the Quran. So when they came here, always you have the teacher in the middle and all the students around. This is the way how they study. Mostly, back to the old days, some schools are very similar. Mostly the schools are similar. They have a piece of the wood like this one here, or something down here, and the ladies sit from the back, and the men sit the other side. And when they study here,
Let me check you together if you want.
Okay.
This is a Roman ruin area in Volubilis in Morocco. And we'll see if we can pick up the mosaics that are down there. Fast going to ruin from cause of weather.
But you say it can get hot here?
Yeah. We are in the summer now.
Okay, this is summer.
Yeah.
Now, what period of time is this?
Summertime.
No,
This,
the ruins.
Volubilis, it was 40 AD to 285, 1st century to 3rd century.
1st to 3rd century, okay. And this was
By Roman.
a bath?
It was an olive oil press, and here is the baths.
Okay. So this was a press. This had been reconstructed.
There's an olive oil press, been reconstructed in 1990 to show you how it looked like.
Okay.
All the wood and the bricks and the roof and the walls reconstructed, but the stone in the middle is original stone.
Okay.
And here they found 68 olive oil press and more than 100 grain.
And this is all the baths.
All the baths, yeah. 13,300 square feet.
That's a good sized bath for a lot of people.
Yeah. Reconstructed. And in center we have 4 animal basically facing.
Still part of the Roman ruins of Volubilis.
Temple.
This is the temple area.
Yeah. The capital, it is the biggest, the main temple in Volubilis. It was built in 218 AD and been reconstructed by French in 1950. All the bricks 1950, but all stone is original stone. This is simple columns with the Corinthian capitals. And around the Volubilis we have Doric, Ionic and Corinthian, but mostly around Volubilis is Corinthian with the leaves, acanthus, yeah.
This is a stork nest. When they leave, they come back the next year.
We have some of them here. Turkey and the second restoration between 1968-69.
go ahead.
It was with the second floor, but the second floor not restored. The second floor, it was administration and down is the courts. But all the basilicas after Constantine in Europe changed to the church. But this one never, because it was abandoned before that, before Constantine.
Leave the cane with me.
Allah. To the left, his mother, Julia Domna, and 2 other sides for his daughter. Had only restored 2 columns, had 8 columns from this side and for the other side. Had 2 public fountains, one to the right and one left, and had the bronze chariot up.
but now all bronze recycling. Yellow inscription is original inscription, and the second one is restoration. And here, please, we are in the cross between poor section and rich. The cross of Cardio Maximus and Decumanus Maximus. The Decumanus Maximus is mean the high streets, direction east-west, and Cardio north-south.
Okay.
And all that round down is a sewer system underneath here. And we have also a public thermal bath here.
And this area over here?
Yeah, is the houses. That house, the name house of columns. Yeah, it's a good house. Very big.
Okay, these were all shops.
The main road.
And this is the
Maximus.
main route. Coming in.
Decumanus Maximus.
Who?
Maximus. Decumanus Maximus.
Okay, if you say so.
Yeah. Decumanus Maximus, the main route. And up there is Tanger Gates, is the main entrance to the sites. And it had the 6 main entrances like this. Only they restored 2, one down there and one up there. 3 arches, 2 small and 1 big. The biggest one for charitable purposes and the 2 small it was deep. Yeah. And look at here in the middle we have the main sewer.
Well, it's Wednesday, June 25, and here we are in Rabat. We're on the 6th floor of the Saf Hotel, overlooking the city to the south. And these are gardens here are what they call the Andalusian gardens. You'll find them in many, many areas of Morocco. And you have all of these beautiful spa locations. In fact, they have a spa here that's 14,000 square feet. I don't know anybody quite that size, but that's all right. Quite a modern city. We're only seeing a small portion of it here. Connie, why don't you walk over towards Azid? Azid.
Yes, sir.
This is Azid right here.
Yes, ma'am.
Why don't you walk over towards Azid, please? Just don't have pay attention to me. I'll just film you if I want to.
The other city called Sela, and between Rabat and Sela, it's a river. One of the largest and the famous river that you have in Middle Atlas, we call that mosque.
Oh, okay.
And the calling of the prayer, the muezzin, they call from that minaret, and the prayer using that mosque.
This is the mausoleum of Mohammed V. These buildings are all fairly new.
Who is the man up there?
The royal guard.
The Royal Guard, honey.
Like the one that on the horses.
Oh, yes.
Is similar inside.
And this is the minaret for this entire area, which used to have a roof, but fell in disrepair. Then you have all the old walls here. We'll go up and you'll see all the weep holes that they have. This is a setting of the mausoleum. Let's see if we can bring this brass work in here close. I'm not sure I got it here. Quite exquisite. And these are positioned all around the mausoleum. Beautiful work. This is the inside of the mausoleum. This is Muhammad V. Prayers going on. So
King Hassan II.
That's King who?
Hassan II.
The second?
Yeah. This is the prince, the brother of the King Hassan II.
This is who?
The brother of the King Hassan II.
Okay, and this is the brother.
Abdullah.
And this is the king.
Yeah. This is Muhammad V.
Muhammad V.
The prince, Mullah Abdullah, the king, Hassan II.
Okay.
Three of them. You can see the onyx. Look at the onyx, look at around.
Sure, it's beautiful.
Look at the marble, Carrara, the other tombs. And please look at the ceiling here. Look at
Oh, I did. It's beautiful.
Look at the ceiling, beautiful.
You can take photos as well for this award.
Continuation of the other presentation.
Here, this one
Now,
that we are
what's this area known as?
known by Udaya.
Udaya.
Udaya. The fort of Udaya. Kasbah. In Arabic we call Kasbah. Kasbah Udaya.
Come on. This area here is known as Lover's Point.
As I told you, the river, helping the parrots back to the old days, it's coming from here.
Now we're looking towards the minaret that was there by the mausoleum. This is looking at it from a different perspective. And all this water area is being worked by a firm out of Dubai for building a marina in the city of Saleh. Everybody loves the beach.